Okay, guys, this is going to be the last video, and we're going to go through two more examples. Can you guys go to number 6? We're going to skip around a little bit. And we're going to start with number 6, and we're going to make our line. This one's a little bit trickier. So we want to get k by itself, but this is our constant, so we're going to get rid of that first. We're going to add 5 on both sides. That goes away. Negative 3 plus the 5 is a positive 2. And this is the tough part. Do you see that this is left over? We still have this here. That is a negative k over 4. So we have to write that as a negative k over 4. To get rid of this negative and to get rid of this 4, we have to multiply, because this is division, we have to multiply by a positive 4. I'm sorry, a negative 4. My apologies. We have to, because a negative times a negative is positive. So we're going to multiply this side by a negative 4. A negative 4 times a negative 4, those cancel out, those cross cancel. And a negative times a negative is positive, so k equals negative 8. And we can circle. Again, what we're going to do here is we're going to take this and we're going to plug it back into the equation. So take a look at our check. Here we go. I'm going to use negative 5. It's minus what number over 4 equals a negative 3. And again, I'm going to take this number, I'm going to take that negative 8. I'm going to put my negative 8 right here and watch what happens. It should be a negative 5 minus a negative 8 divided by a 4 is a negative 2. And this is going to come together. Watch this. Negative 5 plus a positive 2. And a negative 5 plus a positive 2 is a negative 3. Negative 3 equals negative 3. Again, it should be balanced on both sides. We should get the same number. And we do. So we know this answer is correct. We're going to move to the last one. The last one we're going to look at is number 8. I almost said number 10. Number 8. So if you guys can look at number 8, again, feel free to pause at any time if I'm moving a little too fast. I'm moving pretty quickly. I can get about 2 examples per video. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is we want to solve for b. We want to get rid of this negative 2. We're going to add 2 to both sides. We're going to add 2. We're going to add 2. So that goes away. Negative 10 plus 2 is a negative 8. Here's the tough part. That's not a b. That looks like the letter b. That is a negative b. We have to bring down that negative. And from here, this answer is not done. It looks like it's done, but it's not. We have to get rid of this negative. And if you guys know that that's a negative 1 there, that to get rid of that negative 1, we're going to divide by a negative 1. So what happens? That sign is going to change. We're going to get rid of that negative by dividing by a negative 1. And then we have negative 8 divided by negative 1 is a positive 8. And that is going to be our answer. 8 is our answer. Let's check this. Let's make sure our answer is right. So again, the check, we're going to plug it in just like we would, but instead of the variable, we're going to put the answer. That'd be plus a negative, negative 8, and negative 10 equals negative 10. Yep, that's going to be right. Make sure you always circle your answer, do your check mark. Guys, you can go to your homework now. As long as you have these notes, make sure you guys are showing your work. This is worth a point. Remember, that's a point, that's a point, that's a point, that's going to be a point, and that's going to be a point in the test. Every one of these problems is worth 5. I've got to see your work. So if you don't show your work,